The phone wasn't mine. That was the first wrong thing. It buzzed on the kitchen counter while she was in the shower, steam hissing behind the bathroom door like it was trying to warn me. I wasn't snooping, I wasn't searching, I was just there, standing in the quiet apartment we'd built together when the screen lit up. One name. No heart emoji, no last name, just a single word. Did he leave yet? I stared at it longer than necessary, long enough for my reflection to blur into the glass, long enough for something inside me to go cold and still. I didn't touch the phone. That mattered to me. It still does. The water shut off, towels rustled, normal sounds, familiar sounds, the kind that lull you into believing nothing has changed, but everything had. I felt it in my chest, not pain, not yet, something sharper, something surgical, a precise awareness that my life had just shifted and I had missed the moment it happened. She walked out, smiling, hair damp, eyes relaxed. "Everything okay?" she asked. I nodded. My voice didn't trust itself yet. Inside, my thoughts were already rearranging themselves, moving quietly, locking doors, sealing exits. I didn't plan to find out, but luck had just opened the door, and I knew, without proof, without certainty, that if I stepped through it, there would be no way back. I told myself it was nothing. That's what loyalty sounds like when it's panicking. People cheat loudly in stories. They slip up. They leave trails. They grow distant. But she hadn't. She was attentive, present, warm in ways that felt rehearsed only in hindsight. I started noticing the pauses, the way she turned her phone face down, the way she stepped outside to take calls she used to take beside me, the way certain questions earned answers that were too fast, too polished. My mind resisted. It wanted symmetry. It wanted the version of her that fit the years I'd invested. So I gave myself alternatives. Work stress, a surprise, my own paranoia. But paranoia doesn't explain patterns. One night she came home late, said traffic was bad. She smelled like unfamiliar soap. I didn't react. That scared me more than anger ever could. I started replaying conversations, searching for microfractures, every laugh I'd ignored, every silence I'd filled for her. I realized how often I'd been editing reality to protect a version of us that no longer existed. Still, I said nothing, because truth doesn't disappear when ignored. It waits. I became observant. Not obsessive, that's important. Obsession is emotional. This was methodical. I memorized her routines without changing mine. I noted timestamps, dates, frequency. I learned which excuses repeated and which ones evolved. At night, while she slept beside me, I lay awake cataloging the evidence that didn't yet exist. I checked phone records, not messages, numbers. Patterns don't lie, even when people do. One number appeared too often, always during gaps she couldn't explain. I ran it quietly. A man, married, 2 kids. Interesting. I watched her reflections more than her face, in mirrors, in windows. Reflections don't perform, they reveal. I saw guilt arrive before she spoke, relief after I believed her. My chest burned, but my hands were steady. I ordered a small GPS tracker, told myself it was just to confirm I was wrong, that once I proved my suspicion false, I'd laugh at myself and move on. That's the lie people tell themselves when they're afraid of being right. The data came in slowly. Parking lots, side streets, a hotel she'd once said was too expensive for anyone sensible. I still didn't confront her, because confrontation is mercy, and mercy is wasted on someone still lying. The final proof arrived in an email. Photos, clear, indisputable, her hand on his chest, her face relaxed in a way I hadn't seen in months, intimacy without caution, betrayal without shame. I didn't react immediately. I closed the laptop, made coffee,
drank it black. When she came home, I asked her one question. "Do you believe in honesty?" I said, "even when it costs you everything?" She froze, just for a second. Enough. I slid the printed photos across the table, the phone records, the GPS log. Clean, organized, clinical. Her breath collapsed. She cried, spoke fast, apologized in fragments, tried to explain motives I didn't ask for. I watched. I felt nothing. The truth didn't hurt anymore. It clarified. I had already prepared. Her family knew, not dramatically, just enough information to let reality do the damage. His wife had received the same courtesy. I didn't raise my voice. I told her I'd changed the lease, canceled joint accounts, filed the paperwork she hadn't noticed because she was busy building a second life. "I didn't plan to trap you," I said calmly. "I just stopped protecting you." That broke her. She begged then, not for love, for relief, for me to absorb the consequences she'd earned. I stood up. I told her she could keep the memories. I was keeping the truth, and I walked out while she was still talking. People think closure is emotional. They're wrong. Closure is informational. It's the moment you stop asking why and start accepting who. I didn't hate her. Hate requires investment. I had withdrawn everything. What remained was clarity, sharp and quiet. I learned that betrayal isn't loud. It's efficient. It waits for you to be comfortable enough to look away. Luck revealed everything, but it was choice that ended it.